So do you also wish to generate the exam schedules automatically using an AI? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to build an AI agent to auto-create Google Sheets exam schedules. So as a school administrator, my objective is that whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, OpenAI should generate the exam schedule. And after generating the schedule, automatically that should be updated in my Google Sheets under a specific column. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Google Sheets with OpenAI and Google Sheets again using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to automatically create exam schedules in Google Sheets using an AI agent. This saves time, reduces errors and helps you organize everything smoothly. Alright, so as a school administrator, I often have to prepare exam schedules for different classes and subjects. So doing this manually takes a lot of time and increases the chances of errors or clashes in timings. So that's why I built an AI agent to automatically create the exam schedule in Google Sheets. Now I just input a few basic details like class, subjects and available dates, and the AI handles the rest, generating a clear and the organized schedule within seconds. This saves me hours of work, ensures accuracy and moves it easy to share the schedule with teachers and students. Alright, so here on my screen you can see the Google Sheet that I've already created with the name exam schedule. And now here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to add a new detail over here till this preferred slot, then automatically using the details, OpenAI should generate the schedule, and after generating the schedule, automatically that should be added in my Google Sheet under the specific column named as schedule. Alright, so now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Google Sheets with OpenAI and Google Sheets using an automation software. And now firstly in this video, we are going to see the working of this amazing automation by simply adding a new detail over here in my Google Sheets. So let me add the details. Alright, so here you can see I've successfully added a new detail over here such as the class name, subject, available dates, exam duration and preferred slot. And here you can see as soon as I've added the detail over here, then automatically the schedule has been generated and added over here under this specific column. Alright, so with this we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. And now here in this video we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this automation by simply connecting your Google Sheets with your OpenAI account and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to access the Pabbly Connect, you have to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as built an AI agent to auto create Google Sheets exam schedules. And now here to giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to the forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard. And here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets as I am adding new details in my Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. So in my Google Sheets trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row, so that when I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow should get triggered. Alright, so now you have to select my trigger event. You can see I have received a webhook URL over here. So I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So I'm following the instructions given below. Firstly, I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Google Sheets account. So this is the Google Sheet that I've already created with the name exam schedule, and these are the fields that I've added over here. So now here, before connecting this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets. So let me add the detail. Alright, so here you can see I've successfully added a new detail over here, such as the class name, subject, available dates, exam duration and the preferred slot. Alright, so now after adding the details, I'm going to connect this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, and for that you need to install an add-on in your Google Sheets account first. So for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select add-ons. Now here under this add-ons you need to select get add-ons. And then here in this Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for an add-on, that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And then you need to install this particular add-on in your Google Sheets account to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So moving back, and once you're going to install this particular add-on, then you need to follow exactly the same steps. Alright, so now let's move back, and here after installing this particular add-on, you need to refresh your Google Sheets, and that's a necessary step. Alright, so here after refreshing the Google Sheets, you need to click on this extensions, and from here you will be able to see the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So from here you need to select initial setup. And now here under this initial setup, you can see it is asking me to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I received in my Pabbly's workflow. And here for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that raw data will be sent to the webhook URL. You can see my last data column in my Google Sheets is column E, where I'm adding the details. So here I'm going to add my trigger column as column E, and then I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see it says setup configured successfully. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Google Sheets, and we have successfully connected our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now here after building this connection, I'm going to test this connection by clicking on the send test button given over here, and it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent the first row data of our Google Sheets to this webhook URL, that means to our Pabbly's workflow. So now let's go and check it. But here, before moving back to Pabbly's workflow, you need to perform another very important step to completely connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and then from here you need to turn on the send on event, and that's a necessary step, so that when you're going to add a new detail in your Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Alright, so now let's go and check it, and here you can see we have received a tick in front of the send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. Alright, let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have successfully received a response over here, where we have received the trigger column, subject, spreadsheet name, ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, preferred slot, exam duration, class name and the available dates. So with this we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received new details to our Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, I want OpenAI to generate the exam schedules. So for that I need to connect my OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company that develops advanced AI tools and models like ChatGPT. People use OpenAI to create content, write code, answer questions, and even generate creative ideas. So in my OpenAI action step, I'm going to select my action event as ChatGPT, so that by using this particular model, OpenAI should generate a proper exam schedule for me. Alright, so now you have to selecting the action event. I'm going to connect my OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect by clicking on this connect given over here. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your OpenAI account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection is asking me to enter the API token. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and from here I'm going to access the API keys given in the left side bar. And here in the API keys you can see some existing keys over here. So I'm going to create a new secret key by clicking on this create new secret key button, and then here I'm going to give a name to my key, that is exam schedule. And then I'm going to select the project as default project, and then I'm going to create the secret key. So this is the API key generated, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now after entering the API token, I'm going to click on the save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here is asking me to select the AI model. So by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all existing AI models available over here. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my AI model as GPT-4 or Mini. You can select the AI model as per your need. And then here is asking me to enter the prompt. So in this prompt field, I need to enter the relevant prompt that I want to give to AI to generate a proper exam schedule for me. Alright, so I'm going to add a relevant prompt. Alright, so here you can see I've successfully added a prompt over here where I've added some instructions for the AI and the detail as class, subjects, available date, exam duration, and the preferred slot. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that when you're going to receive new details through our Google Sheets, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the class, I'm going to map the class. Here for the subjects, I'm going to map the subject. And here for the available dates, I'm going to map the available dates. Here I'm going to map the exam duration. And lastly, here I'm going to map the preferred slot. And with this, we have successfully completed our prompt over here. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the exam schedule generated over here in my message content. So with this, we have successfully set up our action step as well. So now after generating the exam schedule through OpenAI, then automatically I want to add the schedule generated in my Google Sheets under a specific column, that is schedule over here. So for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add another action step over here, and here in this action step, again I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets, and this time I'm going to select my action event as update a cell value, so that after generating the exam schedule, automatically that schedule should be added in my Google Sheet under a specific column. Alright, so now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect, and this time to build this connection, I'm going to select add new connection because I've connected my Google Sheets account with Pabbly Connect in my trigger setup, and this time I'm going to connect this account in an action setup. So for that, I'm going to add a new connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So I've already shown you that I have my spreadsheet with the name exam schedule. So I'm going to select my spreadsheet as exam schedule. And here after selecting my spreadsheet, I'm going to select the sheet as sheet 1. And then here is asking me to enter the range. So it says enter the range of the sheet that needs to be updated here. Example C5, that is column name plus row index. So here you can see my column is column F over here. So I'm going to add the column name as F, and here for the row index, I'm going to map the row index from the response that I received in my Google Sheets. So this is the row index. So here I've added this column name manually because this is a static value that is not going to change in the entire automation. And then comes the row index. So here I've mapped this row index because this is a dynamic value and it is going to keep changing as per I add new rows in my Google Sheet. Alright, so this was about the range, and then here is asking me to enter the value. So in this value field, I need to enter the exam schedule generated by OpenAI. So this is the exam schedule generated. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added a new detail in our Google Sheets. So let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully received a new detail over here under the schedule column. That means the schedule generated by OpenAI. Alright, so with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected a trigger as Google Sheets and an action as OpenAI and Google Sheets again. So that when you're going to add a new detail in our Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, OpenAI is going to generate the exam schedule. And after generating the exam schedule, automatically that schedule is going to be added in our Google Sheets under a specific column. Alright, so these were the steps to how to build an AI agent to auto create Google Sheets exam schedules. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit www.pabbly.com. Now, if you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.